Hello and welcome everybody. Let's see. Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah. So, hi everybody. Welcome. Sound is on. Okay, thanks Terry. Oh, okay. Did folks have to do a refresh for it to actually show that I started? Um, Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope your week is off to a really good start. Hi, Jamie. So, at the moment, I am streaming out to my channel and the Not Too Shabby channel. So, wherever you're joining from, I can see your comments. So, do say hello in the chat. And what I'll try to do is bring comments up on screen. That way, we can sort of have a little bit of a more connected conversation. But wherever you're watching from, you're only going to see the comments on that channel. So, hi and welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm really excited too, Pat. Pat says excited to see what's coming. Yeah, me too. I'm excited to share because I'm actually showing quite a few things, and not just my own stuff too. So I'm really excited for that also. So big thank you to Jamie for giving me the opportunity to give you all a first chance to purchase some of these November releases. So these won't even hit the shop until November 1st, so not too far from now. A couple of these things will go live. And then November 15th is when my stuff goes live. So, one of the reasons why Jamie's always so nice with giving me the opportunity to share with you all a first chance to buy is because, as you guys know, a lot of new releases from Jamie sell out pretty fast. So I'm always really appreciative that Jamie lets me kind of be the first to promote the stuff that I designed. That way, you guys can be sure to get it before everybody else in the Not Too Shabby community sees it live. So big, huge thanks to Jamie for that opportunity. Oh, are folks having rainy weather? The weather is starting to turn where I'm at too. Pat says New Jersey is chilly, but thankfully dry so far. Rainy and chilly in northern Alabama. Oh, I don't mind the rain, honestly. I feel like I really love the sound of rain. Especially like that really hard rain. So I don't mind it too much. Snow on the ground. Michelle, where are you that there's already snow? That's too much. It's way too early for snow. All right, so friends, this is not a secret live stream. So do hit the like, share it out. Let's get some friends here so that they can see what's coming. I will be sharing links to shop, and you'll only be able to shop while I'm live. So I'm going to try to stay live here for like an hour or so. And that way it gives people plenty of time to find the stream. But the earlier you kind of hit the like and share it out, the better. And that way we can get more crafty friends in here hanging out with us. You don't have to buy anything today if you don't want to. So purchasing is optional. If you're just here to kind of get the tea, get the little scoop on what's coming up, then that's totally okay too. And if you have questions about anything that I share, definitely put question in all caps, and then that way I can be sure to see your question and try to answer. And Jamie's here too, so I'm sure Jamie will also help with answers as well. Oh, hot in Arizona. Oh, did I see? Oh, hey Kendra, welcome friend. High 70s. Oh, lucky. I like that. Oh, you've got snow, Carol? You're not that far from me either. All right. Before I see anything, just take my money. You all are too sweet. Oh, yay. Sharon's having a perfect fall day. Fall is lovely, isn't it? I love being in a state where we can see like a very distinct, all four seasons. So really love that. Um okay, friends. Let's start off with what's coming. You don't even have to wait all that long. So the first thing I want to sneaky peek, and you may have already seen it if Jamie's done some sneaks already, but this is going to be coming out November 1st. And have you guys been loving card fronts? Aren't these like the absolute best? For folks who watch Crafty Fun Live, you all know I love card fronts. They're my favorite way to craft on a live stream. um, but the card fronts are thanks to all of you. So, do you guys remember? I think it was maybe like a month or so ago. Jamie put out a vote for, themes that you all might like to see. And there were so many votes for the Highland cow. And so this is the answer to everybody's sort of votes and requests. So thank you to all of you for making this happen. So that is 100% because you all gave your feedback as to what you would like to see. I was gonna say, I know you love. I know. The Highland cows, they're so. I know, right? Elisa, I love card friends too. All right, I'm gonna show you all 12 designs, and if you, okay, so friends, if you get the box of the month, you're always gonna get like a little sampler of some of the card fronts. But just know that that's just like a little sampler pack. The full pack is what I'm going to share. And you actually get 12 unique designs and 2 of each. So that there's, plenty to craft with. These are A2 in size. So if you, let me bring out card base. So here's our card base. And so you can see it's exactly the size of a card base. So these are, I'll show you the 12 unique designs. Oh, just made, oh my gosh, I remember those beach ones. There was once, I was on the box of the month rotation and the card fronts were so pretty. I think it might have been the beach ones. I used one for an Easy Wonder card, and then I put the rest in a safe space. And I don't know where they are. That happens to me, it seems quite a lot. All right, so let's flip through and look at the 12 designs, shall we? Okay, if you want to see anything again, just let me know. So here's the first one, which is really lovely, kind of a, what would you say that is? Like a country home, maybe? That's a huge house, I feel. I would love to live in a house like that. Look at this kitty cat. It's sort of watercolory. Oh, a farmhouse. Yeah, farmhouse. That's big. So this is sort of like a cat on the rafters almost, I feel. This is just like a lovely scene. Pumpkin. So it's like a nice fall scene. Look at the pup. The pup snoozing on the front porch. Yeah, that wraparound porch, isn't that nice? Man, I would love a house like that. I put things right. Yeah, your safe spot must be where my safe spot is because I can't find anything. Oh, does it? It must be nice to like kind of grow up in like on a big house like that. Hide and seek must be so much fun. I know. And the weird thing is, Pat, every time I put it somewhere safe, I always think, oh, this is gonna be like so obvious when I go to need it again. And it's never obvious when I go to need it. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, here's our first Highland cow. Look at that face. How adorable. Oh my gosh. These cows are just too cute. This is a little bit painterly too. Like, especially when you get down here. It's very painterly. There's like a lot of fine detail through here, but I just love, look at this one just peeking out from behind the fence here. Too cute. I remember Shelly and I had a debate about the horns and whether Highland cows had horns. I think I initially called I think it was a stamp set a Highland cow, but then she had me second guessing because we weren't sure if they have horns. Oh, hey, there's already the link. Okay, don't rush, friends, because what we've done with this, Streamlabs has put in a link. I don't know yet if there's, I programmed Nightbot, so if you're watching on Not Too Shabby, there should be a link for you as well. But let me share that to Not Too Shabby also, just so that we're even Steven here. Give me a moment, friends. I want to pop on over to the Not Too Shabby stream also. Oh, hi, friend. Thanks for the super chat to Jamie's stream. Really appreciate your support. All right, so friends watching over on Not Too Shabby, there's a link for you as well. So let me pause and I'm going to tell you a little bit, but don't feel rushed to shop, okay? You have all live stream. We're just getting started here. So let's see. I'll bring up this so that you can kind of see when you go to that link that I just posted. Let me put it up on screen again. So this will go to my website, but all I've done is just collected the links for you. So when you click on these, it will take you over to the Not Too Shabby shop. So we've just put together a page, like a single page, for it to be like easier for you to find things, because these products are not live yet, in the sense that they're not public for everybody to see on the Not Too Shabby website. So please note, because we love you all, Jamie has extended those of you who will be shopping today a 10% off discount with the code VIP10. So that's for you all as a thank you for hanging out with me and learning all about our release. So if you order today, Jamie might have to clarify if it's everything or just the products that I'll be sharing with you, but that's what you're going to see when you go to that page. Okay, so but let me continue to kind of share with you so that you can see what you might like to buy. So don't feel rushed to buy. I'll be here for a little bit, friends. Oh, everything the code will work on. Oh, nice. Dang, that's so awesome. Okay. All right, so friends, let's continue to look at this card front pack here. This is called Rustic Farm, by the way. So we've got another beautiful scene, beautiful fall scene here. We have, look at this cutie pie. He's got his head just peeking over the fence. Super cute. We got a little Highland cow noshing on some grass here. Hey T, welcome. T says she's hoarding the cat and dog. This is also another lovely, like the fields with the fence. Look at this cutie pie. Oh my gosh, those eyes. The Highland cows just have those big eyes. So you can see that there's like a lot of Highland cows. There's a lot of just your beautiful fall scenes. Here's what's special about this card front pack. So looky at this. So you get an extra sentiment panel here. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sentiments. Really easy to cut into strips. It's themed so that you can go with it can go with any of these. So like look here, there's something about, yeah, from our porch to yours. Remember we saw that first one with the wraparound porch? How perfect would that be for this card front? You're utterly amazing. A harvest of thanks, fall blessings to you. Look at all the different fonts as well. Really, really awesome. And it's lined up so nicely. Very, very easy to trim these and get your sentiment strips. But why trim them by hand when you can get the one and done sentiments die that Teresa designed explicitly to cut out these sentiments? So look at how awesome this is. So in one go, you are gonna have this single die. It's one die. Oops. And it's got some really lovely stitching detail and double fishtail banner. And all you have to do is just line it up. You can see it's perfectly spaced so that you can just run this through your die cutting machine. Now, when you put this through your die cutting machine, my recommendation to get a cleaner cut is to actually, oh, good question. Are the sentiments foilable? Yes, they are. And T, are you still here? T should be able to confirm. I think she tried. So when you run this through your die cutting machine, my recommendation is to feed it through, if your rollers are like this, feed it through this way so that you get less of like a speed bump as it hits each line. When you cut like this, if you see the cut lines, that means that the rollers can put more pressure on like these lines as it goes through. When you go like this, it just kind of goes clunk, clunk, clunk. So, so anytime you have like a die like this, definitely try to run it through like this so that you don't get those speed bumps. And also, yes, this is also another really good tip. Definitely tape it down, so that you don't get, so it doesn't shift in the machine, while you're doing that. So there's that for you. It's a really, really awesome. And of course, if there's going to be a die, there's going to be more sentiments to come. So, see you, Reagan. Thanks for popping in. So this die, if you get it now, it's going to work for the sentiments that come in the Rustic Farm card fronts. But we definitely want your dies, while it says it's one and done sentiments, this is not one and done in the sense that this will be the only set of sentiments for it. So you can look forward to more sentiments in future card front packs, and that way this die continues to be useful and will continue to give you like an easy boatload of sentiments to go with your card fronts. Question, does this mean there will be, oh yeah, I just answered that. You've read my mind, or I read your mind, I'm not sure. But yes, so there will be more. That way, because we don't want, if you're gonna buy dies, we don't want you to, we want you to get the most out of them and continue to give you value for your money. So with card fronts being something that is so easy and quick to craft, pairing them with a sentiment panel and a one and done die to cut it all out at the same time just makes crafting all the more easy. So really, really well thought out, awesome design. As you all may know, Teresa does curate the card fronts and papers and ephemera. So she helps with that, and she designed the die to go with this. So you can also lay your Misty over your paper as a template to place your own stamps. That's good point. So one of the nice things with these banners is that it's a really, I did die cut some out so that you can see. It's a really nice size that's going to work for really, I think, a really wide variety of sentiment stamps. So in terms of the actual size, if you're curious whether, you know, some of the sentiments stamps that you might have, the size of this is 3 5/8 wide by, it's like just shy of half an inch. It's actually 7/16 of an inch. So so that is the full banner size. So you can imagine there's going to be a lot of your sentiments that are already in your stash that can probably fit into this. So you don't necessarily only have to use it with the card fronts. You can use these just as banners and then stamp into them. Hey Amalia, welcome. It is stitched. Yep, there's some really lovely stitching detail there. And I do see this question. Will there be a stamp sentiment for dies as well? 5 boys, 1 baby girl. I really don't like that YouTube is now just showing the YouTube handles. I don't know your real name, but stay tuned. I'm going to show you a different product that's very similar to this. So I'll answer that right now, and then we'll do some crafting to give folks time to get here. So that is coming out. If you're not in a position to buy today, don't worry. That's coming out on November 1st. The option to buy today with the VIP 10 coupon code is just for today and only while we're live here. So, so take advantage of that if you would like, but certainly you don't have to. All right, so my release is coming out. Betsy, hi Betsy, thanks. Keep reminding me if I forget that, okay? So my release is also coming out later in November, but not until November 15th. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this particular live stream today was because these two products are pretty similar, but I wanted to kind of share with you the difference between them. So I designed the Ultimate Sentiments. This one is the birthday edition. There's going to be a coordinating universal die, and it's very similar to kind of the concept of a one and done, except that this is a stamp. So there's going to be 2 stamp sets, and it might help to actually better illustrate this. This is what gets stamped out. So this is one stamp, and then this is a second stamp. Each one is 10 sentiments. So in total, you're going to get 20. I would consider these more like your sub-sentiments to go with happy birthday. But certainly a lot of these can be for really any occasion. And you also get the bigger happy birthday sentiment, and then you get a line that I like to just use as a strike through, like if you want to cross out a word, just to change the sentiment up a little bit. Now with the Ultimate Sentiments, one set of sentiments is you're more like thoughtful and sentimental. And then the other set is more for your humorous sentiments. So I'll just read out a few. Like cheese, you're better with age. Too old to care, too bold to quit. Older, yes. Wiser, not so much. And then you've got your more standard may your heart be full today, grateful for another year, you are a gift to us all. So there's a little something for everybody. And the dies, this single die will cut out all 10. Okay. Now, one of the things that I don't see a lot in other stamp and die combinations is having the like a die that will cut out a matte layer so that you can add a layer behind those sentiments. So what I've done is not only have we given you the single die that will cut out all 10 sentiments from that single stamp, but you have 5 additional dies that actually you can layer those sentiments onto. So 5 different dies, they give you different border details. So you get the wavy border with the stitching detail. You have the postage edge border, which if you have Easy Wonder die number 3, that would be really great for that. You've got the scallop border. You've got a plain edge border. And you have this large rectangle. The large rectangle does double duty. This large rectangle will cut out the large happy birthday main sentiment, but you can also do a double mat. So if you love your mats and layers, you could take that large die and layer the small plain die on top of that to get a double mat. So that way you can get that look. Now, for my Easy Wonder fans, if you have the Easy Wonder die number 1 add-on, these 2 banner dies are the same size essentially. So this die right here cuts basically the same size. So what does that mean for you? So if you have this, the other thing that I really sometimes find myself kind of wishing for when I've crafted with other sets that are similar to this stamp and die set is, what if I just want one of these and I don't want to stamp out the whole thing, because sometimes some of the sentiments I'll use more than others. Let's be real. Like, I happen to love all of these, but I'm sure some of them I'm going to use more than others. So I might just want to stamp out the one and not all 10 at a time. So if you have Easy Wonder die number 1, the add-on set, which is, I think, still in stock if you don't, the 2 banner dies will fit, and you can use those to cut these sentiments out as well. And if you have this, that means that you can also cut out your matte layers for these dies too. So here's for reference the sizes for the Easy Wonder die number 1, the 2 banner dies from the add-on set. So hi Teresa, welcome friend. Lots of love for your new release. Everybody's really loving it. So that's a little bit about the ultimate sentiments. And so if you have questions, let me know about either products. I can anticipate, will there be more stamp sets? The whole reason to kind of release collections like these is so that we can give you more value for money for your dies. So if this release goes well and there's interest, then certainly I have a couple more of these sentiment sets that I've designed and are ready to go. And if you have like your suggestions or requests for themes, so for example, this one's birthday themed. If you have suggestions or requests, just let me know what other themes you might be interested in. Now, for folks who might, I don't know what the stock situation is on this one. If you have mini messages, Jamie designed this set to be used with these banner dies. So again, if you have a lot of the things that have come out with or for the Easy Wonder dies, when I release and design new things, I try to keep all of it in mind. So mini messages, in terms of the font size, it's about the same as the ultimate sentiments. So that means that really all of these, since your Easy Wonder add-on number 1 banner dies were meant to cut these out. That means that the matte layers in the ultimate, die set, sentiments die set, will fit for these too. So if you're looking for, matte layers for your mini messages, then you can get them from this die set too. So lots of ways to kind of use it. And if you are a fan of Easy Wonder dies and you have some of the other products in that line, then this, I think, will just help you get more out of those other releases. So that is a look at my new release. So this doesn't actually come out until November 15th. So that is it'll be a little while before folks can get a hold of this. So you guys are getting treated to this super early. It is ready to ship. So I believe Jamie will correct me if I'm wrong. So if you order today, I think it will go out, and Jamie is really fast at picking and packing orders. So she's gonna be able to get that out to you today. So hopefully that and if you do buy today, do feel free to craft with it, share, even though it's like before it officially releases. It's always nice when folks can kind of see some inspiration, and then that might help them to decide if it's something that they would like to purchase. So I'm gonna let's see, I'll put the link up on screen again, and hopefully in a few minutes or so this will pop up also. But if you want to shop, you can buy anything that I've shared here today, and just hit that link. It takes you to my website. These products aren't being sold by me, they're being sold by Jamie. But what I did was just put all of the links conveniently on a single page. That way, because they're not discoverable right now on the Not Too Shabby shop. So we've put together this page so that you can have direct links to the things that you might be most interested in ordering. So we've got the Rustic Farm A2 card fronts here. We have Teresa's One and Done Sentiments die. You can buy those individually. And for my collection, you can get the stamp by itself. You can get the die by itself, or you can get them together as a bundle. So when you click on any of these, it will take you to the Not Too Shabby shop where you can order. Now, keep in mind, if you get the Ultimate Sentiment bundle, the stamp and the die together, it's coming at a slight discount, and then on top of that, you can use VIP 10 for 10% off. So keep that in mind too. So remember, the coupon code is up here on this page. So friends, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have questions, and feel free to share this stream out so that we can get more friends in, and especially for folks who you think might be interested in shopping today. And I'm gonna do a little bit of crafting because I want to give folks time to get their questions answered, and to also leave time for folks to find our stream. So one of the things I thought I would do is use this cutie pie, and I forget what this technique is called, but one of the easiest things, I hate like cutting into this and then losing any portion of that. So awesome, so excited to use them. Yay! Yeah, the card fronts are awesome. And so how great is it that they're gonna start, I don't know if every single one will start having sentiments, but it's really nice that sentiments are included. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use a nested shaped die set, and I'm just gonna cut this up and then glue it back down, but I'm gonna glue it back down with differing layers or foam dimension. And then that way we can keep the whole thing kind of intact, but still make it a little bit interesting to look at. Hey Jana, welcome. Justine says, thanks for the detail and explanation. I have to head to a doctor's appointment. Oh, okay. Hope everything's okay, Justine. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and try to get this evenly spaced. And take your time. If you have questions, let me know. And I think that's straight, right? I'll just try 2 at a time. Might be too hard, too much to go for all lining up all 3. That's so cute. I think I remember there was another creator. He had a word for this, and I can't remember the actual word for what this is called. But what I'm gonna do is like the pieces on the outside, I'm gonna raise with foam, and then this will be direct to the card base. So it's like a reverse pyramid. And it's called something. If somebody knows what it's called, let me know. I know this technique has a name. I just can't think of what it actually is. All right. So that should give us 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And then that way we can use the whole, I'll just reassemble the whole thing, but it'll have some dimension and hopefully look kind of neato. So we'll see. It's been a while since I've done this technique. Pyramid card. Well, hi Adelaide, welcome. I don't know if it's pyramid because it's like the reverse of a pyramid. And that's what I remember. I think it was Craig from when he used to live stream for Crafter's Companion. It was something, but it was like the reverse of a pyramid was the definition of the term he used. But now and I've Googled for it. Oh, I've heard it called tunnel. Oh, yay, Tracy ordered. Woohoo. Sharon ordered. Yay. Spotlight. Is it called Spotlight? Hi, Reagan. Wait, didn't you just leave? And now you're at your hair appointment? That's too funny. All right. Yay. Thanks for supporting everybody. Yeah, inverted pyramid, but there was a fancy word for it. But I don't know the fancy word. But it meant that. It meant inverted pyramid. Okay. So then you get this. And then you can do like some fun things with this because you could do, oh, what if we did this? You could do something like, oh, I just like randomly started to put this down. But what if we didn't layer it back exact, but we just did like a little wonky, you know, put it back all wonky. I kind of want to do that. I made a bunch of them. Oh, okay, yeah. So this pyramid would be if this small one was like the tallest, like the highest. I was thinking about putting foam so that this was down, so it's more like a tunnel, like somebody said. This is kind of an eclipse card. I've definitely called it that before too. Hi, just found the live and ordered. I am using the new Big Shot. Oh yeah. How did you know? You got good eyes based on the plates. I love mine too. It's really good. Yes, this sounds pure Maj. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I remember, you know how decoupage is like layering up? Um it was maybe it was pure Maj because you're layering kind of down. I don't know. I'm not sure. That sounds, Nina, that kind of sounds right. Oh, question for Jamie. Jamie, are you here? Barbara would like to know, how do I use my points on the website? I think you gotta redeem it as a, well, I'll let Jamie answer. Okay, so I'm thinking about, hey Meg, welcome. I'm thinking about doing it wonky. Do you guys like the idea of doing it wonky? Instead of the tunnel, eclipse, pure Mudge, whatever. I kind of, we'll do two, because I'll do one with Teresa's one and done, and then as a sentiment, and then I'll do another one with my ultimate sentiments. Can you put the, oh yeah, I can put the link back up. Oh, the old one didn't work. This is the link. Let's see. So if you're watching from my chat, let me copy it back in. I think this will go to both chats. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, good. So there's that. Hopefully that one works for you, Adelaide. But I know sometimes when people are watching, some people's phones don't let them click links. So yeah, see, I think, I don't know if it's the case for you, Adelaide, but yeah, I remember every time I've done one of these live stream specials, some folks have told me that on their phone, and it just depends on the type of phone that you have, on their phone, the link is not, it doesn't always let them click to actually open it. So so if not, it's I made it pretty easy to type in though. So if you just go to my website, which is lvhandcrafted.com, do /livestream hyphen special. So so you might need to type it in. You're too funny, Carol. Okay, so one way to do this is we put let's see. Let me do it the sort of the initial way first. So this would be the innermost. So I would do maybe 3 layers, 3, 2, 1 layer of foam, and then 0 foam. Okay. This is going to be kind of thick, but we'll see how it goes. So this will be, we won't go wonky on this one. Maybe I'll do a second card just so that we can stay streaming for long enough for people to find us, because people are still finding us, so there's that. So I'm gonna do maybe 2 layers thick on this one, and then maybe low profile foam on the third one. Okay, so then you do that. Aw, thanks for the support, Barbara. Barbara said, just ordered, had to have it all. Thank you, Elisa, for sharing. It really helps when you guys, chatting helps, liking helps, sharing helps, for sure. you know, because YouTube likes all of those things. So that's how more people can find out about us. And especially if you have crafty friends, they might be more likely to see a post from you than something from me or Jamie. So thank you all for liking and sharing wherever you're watching from. So, are you guys excited about the for the new subscription clubs that are coming out on the 1st? I should sneaky peek. Not the club kit, it's the whole thing, but I'll sneaky peek a card that I made with the paper pad club if Jamie's okay with it. So I made a card, because you're not going to see my card, this particular one, for a while because I did it for a class that isn't until, I don't know, I think February or something. Yay, Jamie said yes. Alright, I'll sneaky peek a card that I made. It's for a class that I'm teaching in Fab, but I wanted to use the paper pad club. Oh man, I didn't think about it, but hopefully it'll still be in stock in February, but we'll see. So there's this. So I'm putting 2 layers of foam on this. And then as we work towards the center, it'll be less and less foam. Until the very last one. And then there'll be 0 foam on that. And let's see. And then I just cut these as like random, into random thicknesses. So, but about like 1/4 of an inch or so. So if anyone's new and they want to see what all is releasing and coming out in November, just let me know. At the moment, I'm just doing a little bit of crafting. And I'll do another little sneaky peek of the paper pad club that's coming out in actually just a few days. Oh, Halloween's coming up. Do you guys, who dresses up for Halloween? Do you guys do anything for Halloween? Do you guys dress up? Do you decorate your house? Do you get a lot of trick-or-treaters? I've actually never, I'm not that big into Halloween, to be honest. Okay, so let's make sure we have this the right side up. I feel like we get a fair number of trick-or-treaters. So I give out candy, but I don't like, the dogs kind of go a little bit nuts when the doorbell rings or when people approach the door. So we just put a bowl of candy out, and I stick a little note on the door that says take a handful but don't ring the bell. And then I draw a little image of a dog with a little talk bubble that says thanks. Oh, you do send cards out? Oh, that's so cool. I used to send cards to my nieces and nephews, but I've gotten a little bit lazy about doing that. Ooh, okay, so now these ones, this one just needs, if that was 2 layers of foam, this one just needs to be 1 layer of foam. So we're working our way down. So that's lower and lower because we're kind of doing a reverse pyramid. Yeah, your dog goes crazy too. I I think I get, oh, you get 0 trick-or-treaters. Oh wow, you go 8-foot werewolf? Dang, you go all out. Are you a corner house? I feel like um I love the corner houses in my neighborhood. A few of them, like the ones really close by, they really take their corner house duties seriously. Because the corner houses, I feel like they're always kind of, they have the bigger lot, they have the more like spacious yard. And I feel like the corner houses in my neighborhood, they go all out when they decorate. We don't do anything at our house because we don't even do anything for Christmas either. Not really into Halloween, and we don't give out candy because of dog. Yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah, kids must love your house. Full size candies. Oh my gosh. Speaking of full size candy, so I always just get like one of those big bags of candy from Costco, and they're always fun size. And it's so the fun size is even smaller these days. Oh, what is everybody ordering? Oh, says Meg. Meg, let me show you. Okay, for our friends who might have joined, thanks for the all caps, Meg. Um, for our friends who might have joined a little bit late, let me recap what we're doing here today. So, I am sneaky peeking for folks some really special November releases. So this is the Rustic Farm card fronts, and this is the full pack of card fronts. So it's 12 designs, and you'll get 2 of each. So I'm gonna really quickly flip through each design. These Highland cows were voted on, I think a few months ago. Jamie put out a question like, what would you like to see? And Highland cows, I think, topped the list. T is hoarding the dog and the cat. And bonus, so the card fronts, I don't know if they will always, Jamie and Teresa will have to answer, but this one, and there will be others, will include a bonus sentiment panel. Now this gives you, I think we counted it out to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sentiments. And coming out November 1st is Teresa's die. It's the one and done sentiments die. And this is designed to fit right on top so that you can cut out all of these sentiments in one go. And the banners are lovely. Of course, you can use them for the sentiment panels, but then you can also, as T suggested, just stamp right into these any sentiment stamps that you might have, because it's a really nice size. So it measures 3 5/8 wide by 7/16, so just shy of half an inch tall. So that's your one and done sentiment die, which will allow you to make cards even faster and easier with the card front panels, because you're going to have your image, you're going to have your sentiments, and you're going to have your die to cut them all out lickety split. So really, really fabulous. That is coming out November 1st. But if you would like, and you're watching now live, the link will only be available live. You can pop on over to the website. Hi, Cece. No worries. If you're late, I'm giving a recap now. So for friends who are joining late, I just shared about the Rustic Farm card fronts, the full pack will now have a bonus sentiment sheet, and you can get the one and done sentiment die designed by Teresa to quickly cut out all of these sentiments. So if you're a fan of card fronts and you like getting the full pack of them, you'll start to see sentiment panels in them. I don't know if every single one will have some, but there will definitely be future sets that do, and you can just buy the die the one time and continue to use it because they're all going to be spaced so that you can cut them out with the die and in one go have everything cut out. Now there is a link to, it takes you to my website, but that's just where I collected all of the links so that for folks who are shopping, you have all of the links there and you can just get the one or two. We didn't want to necessarily put them all in a single bundle. That way you have the choice. If you just want one of these things, a couple of these things, you have the choice to pick up what you'd like. And when you go to that link that's on screen, it'll look like this. There's going to be a coupon code for you. It's 10% off of your order, and it's anything that you put in your cart. So if you've got stuff on your wish list, use the code VIP10, and that way you can snag yourself a little bit of a discount while you're at it. Now, you'll see below that 3 additional links. Those are to my new release. So this will not released to the website until November 15th. So you're seeing it super duper easy or early. And that's because I wanted to just make sure that if you're shopping Teresa's, that you also kind of have the opportunity to hear from me the difference between the two. So this is a very similar system as the one and done sentiment die. It's called the Ultimate Sentiments Birthday Edition Stamp Set. And the die, the universal die to cut them out. So these are smaller sentiment strips, and it is designed to cut out the stamp set. So here is this that might make it a little bit easier to see. One single stamp will stamp 10 sentiments. Second stamp will stamp all 10 sentiments. There's a single die that will cut out all 10. Now keep in mind, this die is plain, no stitching detail on it. So that's one difference between Teresa's die and mine. And like, here's the other difference. Look at the size difference. So mine measures 2.5 wide by 3/8 of an inch tall. Teresa's die is 3 5/8 wide by 7/16 of an inch tall. Teresa's die has double fishtail ends with a stitching border detail, and mine is plain. So there are some differences for you there. And the bundle is the bundle of the stamp and die for mine, which I think that's the right price. And I think the 10% is gonna work on that as well. Yeah. Yes, that's the price, Terry. So the and then there's your main sentiment. So mine, I feel like, are more for your sub sentiments, but really they can go for birthday or any celebratory occasion. And what I've done, how I like to structure these ultimate sentiments is, one of them is your more kind of sentimental, thoughtful, and then the other are more your humorous sentiments, so that there's a little bit something for everybody. And the die, now this was important to me to include because I'm always looking for it when I'm crafting with other similar die sets, stamped die set combos, is you get 5 additional dies so that you can have some mats and layers with your sentiments. So you use this to cut out your stamped sentiments, and then your 5 additional dies give you different layering options. So you have a wavy border option, and these matte layers are where your stitch border detailing come in. You have your postage border option. There's your scallop border option, and then your plain straight edge option. And then the fifth die is this one here. And it's large enough so that you can cut out the main happy birthday sentiment. And you can, it double duties because it's the same sort of aspect ratio. You can do a double layering on your straight edge option. So depending, I know some of you out there really love your layers, so you can get your double layers there. So that is the ultimate sentiments for our Easy Wonder die number 1 fans. If you have the add-on, this banner die is basically the same as this. So you have a single banner and the other banner die is the same height. And what that means is that for all of these sentiments, you can use those individual banner dies to cut out a single line if all you're looking for is to just get one sentiment out of the stamp. Also, for friends who might already have mini messages, the font size is about the same. It's a different font, but it's about the same height because mini messages was designed to also be cut with the Easy Wonder die number 1 add-on banners. And so that means that if you have mini messages, if you have Easy Wonder die number 1, then these extra 5 dies will give you mats to layer below your sentiments as well. So you got lots of options there. And I mentioned earlier, but for folks who join late, whenever I'm designing new things, I like to kind of look back at the things that Jamie and I have already put out and really try to make sure that it all kind of works together so that it breathes some new life into some of the other existing products. In case you already have this, then it just gives you more options to craft with it, because now these banner dies from the add-on, now you get some options to layer and create some different looks. In the past, when I've crafted with stamp and dies like this, I've always wanted to put like a little matte layer behind it, a little border or a little frame behind it, but you could only really do a straight cut of it if because they didn't come with these options. So it was really important to me in this set, even though it made it a larger die set, to give you these options, because that's what I'm always looking for when I craft with sets like these. So so that's out there for you. And oh, thank you for reminding folks. There's the coupon code. Yeah, and also if you are on the main page, let's see. It's also at the top of this page. See how it says 10% off? It's up there too for anyone who's looking for it. But thank you, Jamie, for popping it in. And feel free, get as whichever ones you want. Like I said, the reason why we didn't do it all as like a single bundle is just to give you the option of picking the ones that you like to craft with, so that everybody likes to craft in a different way, and so that way you have options and you can get the things that that you're most interested in, and that way we're not forcing folks to get like a big bundle. So, but if you do get the ultimate stamp and die as a bundle, it does come slightly discounted, and then you get the 10% also. Okay, so see the dimension? Okay, and then I'm gonna do one more. And this one, I'll just use some low profile foam on. So it'll still have a little bit of lift, but not a ton. I have to go again. See ya, Reagan. No arm twisting. Love. Aw, thanks, Carol. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, especially with the card fronts, because the card fronts are already so easy to craft with. The fact that now there's sentiments, it just makes it so much easier to make multiple cards. And you know, the especially a card front like this. I mean, you could have not done all the die cutting that I'm doing and just glued the panel straight down. Like any of these panels by itself would be really lovely. And then just add a sentiment and then you're done. So how brilliant is it to now have the sentiments built into the pack and have a die that quickly cuts them all out. So love that. So, and if you make to sell, which I know not everybody does, but if you make to sell, I have to imagine that this is going to make like your profit margins like all the better because it's less time for you. It's the sentiments are already curated to go perfectly with, you know, these images and the scenes. So it's gonna make it so fast to create some really beautiful, gorgeous cards. And now you're gonna have the sentiments, so you can complete your card in no time at all. Oh my gosh, Mary. I just paid off my credit card. Now I'm buying more. Oh, hey, Yvette. Thanks for popping in, friend. Have a good dinner. Oh, time to get dinner started. Oh, have fun cooking. I hate cooking. Oh, yeah, the decal edge die on these rustic. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and it's nice that if your budget doesn't stretch, but you still, you know, get the card front panels, you can always, the way that the sentiment sheet is designed, it also makes it really easy for you to use a trimmer, like a fancy decal edge trimmer or just a straight edge trimmer, and then just use that and trim it out. So that's always an option too if your budget doesn't stretch today to get the dies. So keep that in mind also. It's just really nice that the card front panels are going to have the sentiments included. So let's see. Okay, so let's find. I did already cut out several. Oh wait, I didn't actually glue that last one in. Hold on. So let's glue this in. So this is just one way to kind of use a whole card front, preserve the entire look of the card front, but just make it a little something, a little extra because it's got the dimension and then how are we doing on? Oh, good. Okay, so I might quickly do another one, but do it kind of on a wonky angle. But let's get a sentiment on here. So we've got, I did already cut some out. So from our porch to yours, oh, that goes really perfectly. So here's what I mean by like the sentiments are really well curated. So like this would go really perfectly with this lovely farmhouse with the wraparound porch. So you can kind of see how great these will work. So Harvest of Thanks, there's lots of scenes with like pumpkins, that would work. Fall blessings to you, simple life, sweet moments. I really like that. Grateful for you, warm wishes from the country. There's lots of country scenes here. Sending farm fresh hugs. So these are all so perfect. You make life moveless. That would work really nicely for. Oh, I like you're utterly amazing too. Oh, that's kind of a cute one. One of those two is, I think, what I'll use. Okay, so then one of the things that you can do is, I did line this with craft, but you can hardly see it, so I don't really think I needed to do that. But what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna cut just a couple of these out of some craft cardstock. And so I mentioned this earlier, when you're running this die through, I would recommend running it this way so that you don't, if you run it like this, you're gonna hit speed bumps because of the cut lines like that. So it'll go ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. So if you want to avoid that and get a cleaner cut, then just turn your die and cut that way. You'll probably get a better cut and not have that sort of speed bump effect. Oh yay, Sonia got her order in. Oh, thank you so much for the support. I'm always really grateful for Jamie for letting me do these live stream specials and giving all of you VIPs out there a special exclusive discount. And that way you guys can get it first and you don't have to worry about it selling out later and missing it. So that's what I'm really grateful for. I definitely want, for folks who follow me to have that chance to buy and not have to worry about things selling out, because they often do. All right, so I'm just gonna do, so this is the exact same size banner die because I use the same one and done die, but to give it some kind of make it set apart from the background a little bit, I'm just gonna use it as a little bit of a drop shadow like that, and that way against this full graphic background it'll be a little bit easier to see. And then I'm just gonna cut a little edge off of the one end. It's so nice that these have double fishtail banner ends, because then you can kind of decide. So here's what's cool. So you can decide if you want to center it. It's really lovely because you have that, double fishtail banner on both sides. But if you want to push this, say, to the right, then you can always snip this off so it's flush. You have the option of putting this to the left and snipping it off on the left side and having the single banner on the right. So I love how Teresa's designed this so that you get like maximum versatility and options for crafting and for your design, whatever works best for your card. So it's always really nice to have that versatility as a crafter, and you're not sort of locked into just one way of using something. So, oh, does she love the Highland? I know this was thanks to all of you who voted. When I love that Jamie listens to her customers, that she gives us all an opportunity to have some feedback into what designs get made So Highland Cow was, I think, the community fan favorite. So that's thanks to you all made that happen. So thank you. All right. So let's see. I just put 3D glue gel. If you know me, you know I love my 3D glue gel. But that way, because I've got like all sorts of weird dimension here. So that way I can just kind of set this down and then just like gently, give it a little tappity tap so that it's nice and level. And look, that's one card done. All right, so, oh, I already did that one. Okay, great. Yay. So I'm glad that everybody is getting their orders in. And if you know somebody who you think might love, if you know other folks who love their card fronts and might love to get Teresa's new die, or who might be interested in my stamp and die set, do hit the like, do hit the share, because I'm gonna take the page down after I'm done live streaming. So you're not gonna be able to shop once this live stream's over. I wish I had a die for my house. Lambs wearing a diaper. They're too cute. What is that referring to? Alright, so okay, I'm gonna do that same-ish technique, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. We're not gonna do the same foam. Maybe we'll use him. And I'm gonna use the same dies and we'll create a different look. Because the thing I like about the card fronts is that you don't need much with these, certainly. But so I get accused of cheating when when I craft with these and then I don't do anything other than just to glue them down onto the card base. So as not to get accused of cheating, I wanted to craft with these today, but do a little bit more than just gluing them to the card front. But I stumbled upon just, as these were tipping out, like rearranging them in a sort of more wonky way. And I kind of like that. So I wanted to show the first card because that was initially what I was planning on doing. But I'm kind of interested to see how this looks doing it on the wonky. So, and it doesn't even matter in this case if it's straight because we're going to put it back together wonky anyways. So, anytime you're running stuff through, if you can, just put your dies at a little bit of an angle so that when the rollers go across it, it's not hitting a straight line. So that was true for this, and it's really true for any dies. And it helps to kind of centralize the pressure that the rollers are putting onto your dies on a shorter segment of the cut line. So usually that will get you a cleaner cut. I'm not owning up to it. I'm just saying there were accusations. Friends who watch Crafty Fun Live will know what we're talking about. That's the whole point of card fronts. To fast crafting. Alright, so here's yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how this works out too. I've never done this before. But when I took it out, it like kind of fell out like that. Like when I first cut the first one, and I thought, oh, that looks kind of interesting. And that's, that's sometimes how card ideas come to me, is like I'll just put stuff down randomly just as I'm kind of collecting things, and then I'll see something interesting out of that, and all of a sudden that's where I'm headed with my card, even if that's not where I was initially intending on. So we'll see. Let's see how this looks. If it turns out good, I'm definitely gonna do it more. And it's like such an easy way to kind of craft with card fronts, and then you like still sort of dress it up a little, and it's still pretty fast, I feel. I don't think it's gonna take too much extra time. It's gonna be a lot faster than that first card, because we don't have to be like super precise about repositioning things. So there's that. Okay, so here's my thinking. I'm gonna do, and some of this might kind of hang off the edge. I think that's gonna help it to look a little bit more organic. And then I'll just do like a little something like this. I mean, I just want to make sure I get it back in the same, yeah, this is, I mean, we definitely want everything in the same orientation. Oh, and then I should mention this. So I used a nested shape die. You could probably do this with any nested shape die. This is already like an A2, so it's the same aspect ratio as A2, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And what I did was I took I took every other die. So this was the largest die I used. So then I skipped the one down from that, and I took the next one. And then I skipped, the one down from that, and then used the next one. So that way you get like slightly wider borders, which I think just makes it easier to craft. So let's get, I think my tape runner is too wide for this one. It should work for the next ones. So for this one, I'll just use some double-sided dry adhesive. And where's my little block? Here it is. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so hopefully everybody has had a chance to pop on over, look at the listings. If you have any questions still, don't hesitate to ask. If you want to see anything again, just let me know. And if you like the idea of the ultimate sentiments, like, do you have suggestions for the next sentiment set you'd like to see? I don't think we're going to release anything between now and the end of the year. So if it does okay, if it sells okay, then probably next year would be the earliest opportunity. But that's all up to Jamie, of course. Oh, hi Karina, welcome friend. Oh, just ordered everything. Oh, thank you, sentiments. That might already be designed, Teresa. I do have some sets ready, but I definitely want to. Oh, okay. I think I saw you mention this, and I forgot to read it. One that has an assortment of all occasions. Yeah. So all occasions. I mean, that's kind of mini messages, because Jamie did such a good job on that one. It's got a little something for, I think, just about all the major holidays. Because there's Christmas for sure. There's Happy Halloween. There's birthday. There's an anniversary. There's Hello Little One. I mean, it's not in the ultimate sentiment format, but I don't know what the stock situation is on this. But if you're looking for something that's all occasion right now, if there is stock available, that's mini messages. So that could be something. And then that would work if you got this die, the ultimate sentiments universal die. Then you would be able to have matte layers for that. And with these, if you stamp it out, if you don't have Easy One add-on, you could still use this to just cut out a single stamped from mini messages. More snarky sentiments or funny ones. Yeah, I love a good humorous sentiment. So with the ultimate sentiments, that's my plan, is to always have one set be your like sentimental ones, a little bit more traditional, and then the other set is your more snarky, humorous, just funny, you know, for folks who enjoy a good laugh. So that's the plan. And then having like them all be of a particular theme. I kind of like, I mean, let me think about an all occasion one also. So I don't want to discount that as a suggestion, but if these do well, it would be nice to have like, you know, your funny Christmas and then like sentimental Christmas, or but I guess like something like Mother's Day, you wouldn't need like 10 Mother's Day sentiments. So I could totally see like Mother's Day, Father's Day. Like I could totally see like a bunch of those holidays where you wouldn't necessarily be sending out like 20 Mother's Day cards. I mean, I guess if you make to sell, it would be useful, but oh, well, I was just thinking, I wonder if I should put some foam behind this. I won't put foam behind the first couple here. Maybe what I'll do is a layer of foam. These could be kind of flat-ish. And then I'll put this one on some foam. The rest will be flat. Oh, yay. Oh, thanks for supporting, Kendra. I am always, yeah, I kind of feel like, you know, because we all know people who, I guess I shouldn't speak for all of us, but I kind of feel like I know people who, I would say probably my family, who aren't like super like lovey-dovey sentimental. They probably appreciate like, you know, a funny snarky card and sentiment than like something really like endearing and, you know, more traditional. Okay, and then this will be the last one. This is kind of cute. Okay, I'm gonna put this one up on some foam. Hey, BJ, welcome. Oh, you got... Oh, the order was from Kendra. Let me know if you need me to recap anything for folks who might be joining late. And thank you to everybody who liked and shared, because you're definitely helping to get the stream out and helping folks discover us. Oh, have a safe drive home, Barbara. Thanks for popping in, and thank you for supporting me, Teresa, and Jamie. Really appreciate you. Okay, hi Melissa, welcome. I will give a recap. Let me glue this first. I'll start talking though. So today I am sneaky peek sharing with you all first chance to purchase some upcoming new releases coming out at the Not Too Shabby shop in November. A couple of products won't be coming out until November 1st, and then another couple of products will not come out until November 15th. So you're getting a super early peek at those. And you can probably see some of them messily piled up on to my left here. But once I get this foam down, I'll be able to show you everything. Hey Brian, welcome friend, how's it going? So, okay. And I'm crafting with card front panels that are an upcoming new release. I wanted to make sure that I did a little something extra with them for fear of being accused of cheating. Those who know. Okay, I'll wait to put the sentiment on in a moment, but I kind of did it, I reassembled it all wonky, which I think is kind of fun. Alright, so let me trim off the edge here. So, what are we all talking about today? So, a couple new things. Oh no! Shipping is more than the product. Oh, what a bummer. Sharon, where are you? Oh, you're in Canada, aren't you? Oh, Sharon. I think you're the same Sharon. I think I'm sending a prize out to you from the retreat. Oh good. I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well. I like that wonkiness. Yeah. Oh, let me keep that on screen. All right, friends. So let me give you a recap of all the good stuff that's coming up. So we've got a new, I hope you've been loving card fronts. Jamie's been putting these out for a little while now. They are designed and curated by Teresa, who is Fresh and Renewed with Teresa. And if you are subscribed or you do a one-off purchase of the box of the month, you always get like a couple of these as a little bit of a sampler. But they are sold in a full pack of 24. And when you get the full pack, you'll have 12 designs, and there will be 2 of each unique design. These are, I don't think I mentioned it, but these are single-sided, so you don't have to like struggle with deciding which side to use. And they are A2 in size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And like, how beautiful is that as a card? So makes for really fast and easy crafting. So I'm going to quickly flip through the Rustic Farm card front, the 12 unique designs, so that you can get a feel for it. It's really lovely fall colors, and the Highland cows. These are thanks to the Not Too Shabby community. So a few months ago, Jamie put out the word for suggestions as to what you might like to see in future releases, and the Highland cow was, I think, one of the top 3. And then I think Jamie put like a final vote out, and Highland cow won. So you're gonna see some really fun, super cute and adorable Highland cows in this card front pack. And then we also have bonus sentiments. So this is an extra sentiment panel that will come in your card front panel pack, and you can foil it. I'm pretty sure T has confirmed that. So she's foiled these, and these are really perfect. You get 11 sentiments. Lovely different fonts. It's been curated to go with the images too, so you're gonna find that these work really perfectly with the card front panels. I like to call attention to this one, From Our Porch to Yours. It's got this really perfect image to go with it, so it really makes crafting so easy to have like a card front that's gorgeous, and you don't have to necessarily do too much more to it. Certainly you can, if you want, kind of take it up a notch, do some eclipse or tunneling, or do some wonky tunneling, but you could just as easily, have your sentiment and put it right on top of your card front. And what makes it even easier is Teresa's new one and done sentiment die. So now you have your sentiment sheet. You don't even have to stamp anything out. It's pre-printed for you, ready to go, and it's perfectly spaced so that you can put the die right over it and just evenly space it and run this all through your die cutting machine, and you're going to get all of them cut and ready to go for you. So how fabulous is that? I mean, it's really taking the card front panels to another level, because not only do you have like beautiful images that are ready to go for your card designs, you're gonna have your sentiments ready to go, and with the die you'll be able to cut them out lickety split. Now, if you're going to invest in a die, then of course Jamie and Teresa are going to make it worth your while, because future card front packs will have, I don't know if all of them will have it, but I'm sure we'll see bonus sentiment sheets in future card front packs, at least some of them. I don't know. Teresa might know if all of them will start having them. So that is our first new release. So these will come out November 1st. If you buy today, you can use the code VIP10 to get 10% off of your order. And you can get these individually, or pop them both in your cart. If your budget doesn't stretch today to get the die, these are really easy to kind of just trim. So put them in your trimmer. Maybe you have something like the decal edge trimmer that Teresa mentioned, and you can even get like a fancy little border to them. So really fun. My new release is the Ultimate Sentiments. And our first Ultimate Sentiments is the Birthday Edition. So very similar to Teresa's, except this is a stamp and die combination designed to work together. And so I'll show you on my sheet here because it's a little bit easier to see. You have a single stamp that will stamp out 10 sentiments, and then a second stamp that will stamp out another 10 sentiments. So in total, you're going to get 20 unique. I like to think of these more like your sub-sentiments to go along with Happy Birthday. But you're going to get 10 each time you stamp them out. One of them will be your more traditional, sentimental, like heartwarming sentiments. And then the other will be your humorous, maybe a little snarky, maybe a little bit just funny, And then, of course, you get your main sentiment, Happy Birthday, and then an extra whatever we could fit. So this I used as a strike through. So, for example, like calories don't count today. You could use this little strike through to strike through the word don't and make it calories count today. So I just like the whole strike through. You could easily just use a pen to do that too, right? But I just think it's fun to the idea of maybe like altering your the tone or the sentiment a little bit. So that's what that's designed for. Now the coordinating die is designed so that in a single die, you can cut out all 10 sentiments that gets stamped out. These are smaller. These banner dies are smaller than Teresa's. So if you look, mine are little baby ones, and Teresa's are really nice size ones that are great for like, a little bit more oomph. And so you do have your single die that will cut out all 10 sentiments in one go, but important to me was to also give folks frame or mats and layers to put behind those sentiments, because that's what I'm always looking for when I've crafted with other dies and combinations similar to this. I've always wanted to have like a little matte layer behind it, and so it does make this a larger die set, but I feel like that's how I like to craft, and I like to design things that I like to use. Let's be honest. So what can you do with those? You can have a wavy matte layer behind your sentiment. You can have your postage border. These have your stitching border detail on them. So if you have Easy Wonder 3, this might be a nice one to use with that. You've got your scalloped edge border, and then you have your plain edge, straight edge border. Those are 4 out of the 5. The 5th one is a larger rectangle that will allow you to cut out the main sentiment, the happy birthday that's in the center here. But that larger die also does double duty because it's the same aspect ratio. And so you can do a double mat if you combine it with the straight edge matte layer. So lots of different options for how to craft with these different looks that you can create with the different matte layers. And also, and I know some folks have heard this like 2-3 times now, so I know I'm being repetitive, but this is for the folks who are just getting here. If you are a fan and you have Easy Wonder die number 1, or if you don't yet have the add-on, I think this is still in stock, but Easy Wonder die number 1 add-on has 2 banner dies, one that's plain and one that has double fishtail. These are the same size. That's intentional because when I've crafted with other stamp and cut combos, sometimes I just want one. So I'll try to like maybe just stamp out, ink up 1 or 2 lines, and then just cut the 1 or 2 that I want. Or, because like a lot of times I'll have my favorites and I tend to use those a lot faster than others. And so sometimes I don't want all 10 at the same time. So if you have Easy Wonder die number 1, the add-on set, then you have these individual banner dies, which are represented here. So it's the same size as what the this main die will cut out. So this is just this die times 10. But it allows you the option to just cut once or 1 sentiment out. Also, for your consideration, if you do have Easy Wonder die number 1 and you get the ultimate, the universal die for the ultimate sentiments, then now you have all of these matte layers that you can use with these individual banner dies. So I leave these on my desk all the time because I use them a lot. Also because I tend to use mini messages a lot. And I think Barbara checked and it's out of stock. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But I use this a lot because it is like very all occasion. There's just something for for everything. And then some of these have like individual words that you can then like combine together and then create like different sentiments. So I have found it, Jamie designed this stamp set, and I found it super easy and useful to have because sometimes you just want something a little small, you know? And so if you have these, this add-on set, then the new Ultimate Sentiments Universal die gives you the matte layers. So now you can have something to layer behind it where you can then, you know, especially I'll add a sentiment to this, because on a card like this with like so much going on, I kind of want to make sure that my sentiment is going to be visible. So it helps to have something to frame or put behind it. And so that's why I definitely wanted to include those matte layers so that you can do that. That's value for your set. Yeah, I mean, for sure, Sharon. And Jamie and I are always thinking about that too, because we want to make sure that what we're putting out there gives you good value for money. I want to make sure that whatever I design, if I can, I want to try to make it so that it sort of helps you to extend maybe something from one of my previous releases, and then that way, you know, you get a little bit more bang for your buck if you've been, you know, kind of shopping my previous releases. Then the new stuff hopefully helps you to kind of get more life out of those previous releases as well. So I did do a bunch of these, and some of them already have adhesive on them. Oh, that's the other thing, that if you want to just have a little bit of a cheat, so like on this, what you could do is put some double, like, you know, you can buy those sheets of double-sided adhesive by the sheet. So put a sheet of double-sided adhesive and then die cut, and then you'll have basically sentiment stickers that you can use. It's like even easier. So that's another option. I did that when I stamped these out. I put some double-sided adhesive behind it. I think I did anyways, because some of them are sticking together. So let's do, let's just pick out that. Oh, actually this stands out pretty good by itself. But let's say we wanted to add a matte layer behind it. And I want to maybe do, let's try black. I'll do craft and black, and we'll see which one works better. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. Have a lovely dinner. Oh, are you taking care of your grandkids? Thanks for popping in, and I really hope. Hey, oh, you might already be gone. I was just gonna ask you if Canada Post is shipping, because they were on strike earlier, right? Carol says, great idea. I'm gonna go find mine now so I know where it is. Yeah, I mean, it's, I've been dithering around back and forth. Do I really need all the things turned out? Yep, I do. Aw, thank you. Thanks for supporting us. So sweet of you. Teresa, Jamie, and I really appreciate everybody's support, and I'm super grateful to Jamie and Teresa for letting me kind of share this early. In particular, I definitely wanted to get my release out so that friends would, I mean, you just never know. Jamie's stuff sells out so fast. So I just wanted to make sure that if you follow me, then you have a good chance at getting your stuff and getting the first chance to buy. And it just made sense because the two products are so similar. I wanted to make sure that I was able to kind of explain like why you might want one versus the other or both. I feel like they fit different needs and different types of crafting or crafters. Just depends on how you like to craft. Because not everybody likes to stamp. So it's nice to have the pre-printed sentiments in the card fronts. So, oh, Canada Post is back again. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Look at it. See how like just having that border really helps it to come forward. Hey, how come this? I must have ran out of. There's no adhesive on this one. I must not have applied my adhesive, my double-sided adhesive evenly. Well, I'm glad Canada Post is shipping again. Oh, yeah. I don't know when, I really hope shipping goes back to like normal. Because you're not even that far from us. You're up in Canada. It shouldn't cost an arm and a leg. I feel to ship to you from the US. So I'm bummed that like the cost to ship is nearly the cost of the products. And that's just to Canada. Imagine our friends like Adelaide in Germany or other parts of Europe. I'm gonna put a little bit of low profile glue. I love this stuff. I don't love the smell of it, but I do love using it. Aw. Thanks, Teresa. Well, I appreciate you for everything that you do for Not Too Shabby. For friends who don't know, Teresa curates like the papers, the ephemera, and she's got another special release coming up in November that I don't think I yet have permission to, but I wanted to sneaky peek share this, so if you're still watching, this, Jamie did say yes, that I could sneaky peek my card for the upcoming Paper Pad Club. Look, okay, do you guys remember when the, oh gosh, rustic, what was the masculine makes? I know we called it masculine something. Was it masculine makes? That wasn't the official name, but remember when the paper pad and the ephemera came out that was like really grungy and really great for masculine cards? This next one coming out is kind of right up that alley. Grit and grunge, yeah, I think that was it. Grit and grunge. Thanks, Teresa. Of course, Teresa would know. Oh wait, that's the one. So check this out. It's right like in that vein, and you may have seen I have a tutorial on my channel for this. Oh wait, that was upside down. Look, so this is one of those box pop-up cards, and look at the fish. Isn't that cool? I love this. And then I did like a little, this is the cut apart. So this is part of the Paper Pad Club. So you know how like with the Paper Pad Club, there's 2 paper pads that you get, and then you have the option to get the ephemera pack to go with it. So one of the paper pads will have a coordinating ephemera pack that you can add on, and then the other paper pad has cut aparts that are like sheets that are part of the 24 sheets that you get. So these are the cut aparts. So I fussy cut this. Happy World Fussy Cutting Day. That was just this past Saturday. But I did fussy cut all of these, and it's so Awesome. It's so cute. I love this collection. My husband's got a card coming soon. Yeah. So this is the November, one of the paper pads in the November. Oh yeah, like I just love the fish. The wild calls to those who listen. That's another one of the cut aparts in that sheet, that design. So yeah. This was the first card I made, but it's for a class that's in February, so you're not gonna see that for a while. Is there? Oh yeah. Yes. Sorry if I didn't mention it earlier. When you go to this page, you're gonna see this. This is on my website, but I only put it here just so that you have all the links in one place because we wanted to give everybody the option to get these individually. And the code is here, VIP10. So if you wanted, you can copy and paste it from up here. But it's short enough. So all of you are very important people to me, Jamie, and Teresa. So as a thank you to you for shopping today, you can use this code, and it's good. Jamie said on whatever happens to fall into your cart. So not just these. But you can click on these and they will take you over to the Not Too Shabby shop and to the specific product listing. And with mine, you can get just the stamp, just the die, or the two of them together as a bundle. When you do, it is slightly discounted, and then you can put the coupon code in as well. And I think it'll take just that 10% off of that also. So, so that's available for friends who are shopping today. I'm gonna take this page down once I'm done live streaming. So, if you're watching live now, then get your order in if you want. And don't worry if bye Kendra. See you. Have a good evening. And then don't worry if budget doesn't extend for you to shop today, because these. I mean, I don't think we're gonna sell out today, so don't worry, don't stress. I just sometimes, Jamie's releases, sell out within a week. Like the quarterly release sold out in like a day, so you just never know. And I just want to make sure that, especially for folks who follow me, that you all have a chance to get these before there's risk of it selling out. But just so that you know, the Rustic Farm card fronts, this is releasing on November 1st, along with Teresa's One and Done Sentiments die. So officially you'll find these on the Not Too Shabby website. So if you're watching this on the replay and I've already closed the page to shop, then November 1st, you'll be able to find these on the Not Too Shabby. Oh, please do another review. Oh, okay, I can do that. Carla. Welcome. Okay, so new November releases that you all are getting a first sneaky peek, and for friends who've heard this before, apologies, but the Rustic Farms card front panels this is the full pack. You'll get 12 designs and 2 of each. I'll quickly flip through the 12 unique designs, and these will be available November 1st. If you are in the subscription box, you always get a little sampler of the card fronts, just like a couple sheets. Bonus! So in this card front panel pack, you're gonna see a sheet of sentiments. So there's 11 sentiments printed out here. Really easy, lined up so that you can easily trim them with a paper trimmer, like a decollage trimmer if you have something fancy like that, or just a straight trimmer. But also releasing on November 1st is Teresa's One and Done Sentiment die, which has some really lovely stitch border detailing. It's double fishtail banner ends, and has been designed so that you can easily, look, you don't even have to stamp. all you have to do is just take your sentiment panel, line up your die, run them through, and you're going to get all, I think, 11 sentiments in one go. So really, really awesome. And of course, the die, we want you to continue to get value for your money with the purchase of a die. So look forward to future card front packs to also have bonus sentiments included. So this, if you are watching, after the live stream ends, this comes out November 1st. If you're watching live now, you can purchase this today. It's ready to ship. So if you order today, you will, and you know how fast Jamie is at getting orders out. So that is the first thing that's out for release. The next thing that's coming out in November, this, if you're watching on replay, will not be out until November 15th. But if you're watching today, you can help yourself to purchase the Ultimate Sentiments birthday stamp set and the universal die to cut out those sentiments. So what that allows you to do is there's a single stamp that will stamp out 10 sentiments. These are humorous sentiments, your snarky, your funny ones. A second stamp will stamp out another 10 sentiments. These are your more like endearing, maybe more traditional ones. I like to think of these as sub-sentiments that pair really beautifully with happy birthday, but a lot of them can be used with other occasions as well. And you do get you can get the universal die to cut out the sentiments. So a single die will cut out all 10 at in one go. And your banner is about this big here, so that's the size. And important to me was to also include additional dies so that you can have mats and layers to go behind these sentiment banners. So this die set has the single die that cuts out your sentiments and then 5 additional dies besides that. So those additional dies let you create looks like this, where you have a wavy border with that stitch border detailing. You've got the postage edge border, great for folks who have the Easy Wonder die number 3, which by the way is sold out. So thank you everybody who got that. The add-on to Easy Wonder 3 I think is still in stock, but the main die is sold out. So thanks for selling that out, friends. Then there's the scalloped border and the plain straight edge border. So those are 4 out of the 5 extra dies. The 5th extra die is this one. It's a larger rectangle designed to cut out your main sentiment, the happy birthday sentiment. But it also lets you kind of double up the... Oh, thanks, Teresa. Have a good evening. Double up your mats and layers. So if you wanted, you could take this big rectangle and then put this plain edge matte layer on top and then have your sentiment banner on top of that, and you get even more layers. So that is the my newest collection, which is the Ultimate Sentiments birthday. If it does well and folks want, you can be sure that I'm ready to design additional stamp sets to, of course, help you get more value for money with your purchase of the dies. And I showed this earlier for folks, but if you do have Easy Wonder die number 1, the add-on, there are 2 banner sentiments. These are basically the same size as these sentiments here. So here are those add-on dies. So you can actually use these if you're just looking to cut out one sentiment at a time. But as well, what that means is if you have the add-on to Easy Wonder die number 1, all of these extra dies you can now use to add mats and layers behind your little banner sentiments. So really, really love that. And it just gives you kind of more ways to use, if you have this die set, more ways to use the dies that come there. But one of the things that I feel like I always want when I've crafted with other kind of similar, stamp and die combos. I always like having like a nice little layer to go behind it. So that was why it was really important to me to add these and to give you all these different options. And of course, trying to give you like similar designs, like the Easy Wonder Die #3 is all postage themed. So making sure to have a postage border so that if you have Easy Wonder Die #3, now you can, cut out a similarly themed sentiment border for it. So if you're catching this on the replay and or if your budget doesn't stretch to order today, this officially launches November 15th. So you won't see this in the shop until at the Not Too Shabby shop until November 15th. If you're still watching live today, then you can hit the this link here. I'll put it up on screen. That one, you can hit that link, and what you'll see is this page with individual links to all of the products I just mentioned. So if you want, you can order today. Everything's in stock and ready to ship. So if you order today, then I think Jamie's going to ship it out as soon as she can process your order, which we all know is super fast because Jamie is so fast at these things. And you can get 10% off of your order if you do want to order today. So just put in the coupon code VIP10 and that's going to work for whatever happens to fall into your cart. So if you've got other things on your wish list, then feel free to add that, and the coupon code should work on that too. So thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Carla. Bye, Carol. Ooh, pizza. Enjoy your pizza. Yeah, I know, right? She's so good at processing orders. All right, so I think I'm just about done too. So here's a final look at the cards that I made today. So I crafted with the Rustic Farm card fronts, and I wanted to do just a little something extra with them. So this one has some extra dimension for that tunneling effect. This one is sort of like a wonky tunnel, so I did the same cutting, but I just reassembled them kind of wonky, and I think just this middle one is lifted. So that's something a little bit fun. And then just a final sneaky peek, just because I love this card so much, but it's not going to really get seen until February. But this, I used the upcoming Paper Pad Club. One of the paper pads in the Paper Pad Club is featured here. And these are, I fussy cut these myself. It's from the cut apart page on in that paper pad. And it's just so awesome. It's like the Grit and Grunge like #2, it's kind of like an extension to Grit and Grunge. And look at all the fish. It's super, I really, really like this set, this paper pad. So that's a sneaky peek at the upcoming Paper Pad Club for November. So be on the lookout for that if you have some cards for your fellas that you would like to make. All right, friends. Are you announcing winners from the hop? I will be, but not until probably November 3rd. So if you're talking about the goals hop, then today technically is the last day to enter. Big thank you to Jamie, who is a donor of one of the prizes that you can win if you want to hop. For folks who don't know about that, I'm part of a group of designers. We're all trying to help each other meet our milestone goals here on YouTube or on Instagram. And so we got together to do a hop, and some of our favorite super supportive companies like Jamie and the Not Too Shabby shop donated prizes for us to give away. And you I mean, it's just a reality. A lot of times when a hub has prizes, it's more likely to get people to watch. so, so we're super grateful to all of the donors who donated a prize for us to give away. Today is the last day to hop along. You can increase your chances of winning by hopping on Instagram and on YouTube, and I will announce the winner of that on my channel. So stay tuned for that. Oh, you did all 13 today. Dang, that's dedication. Did you watch it on like 2 times speed? Waiting to see who won the hot prizes. It was, oh yay! Thanks for catching that. That's so sweet. Yeah, just if you're subscribed to my channel, I haven't scheduled the live stream, but I'll be announcing the winners of that live. And I think I'm thinking about doing it on November 3rd. I just have to double check to see if I have any conflicts, but that's tentatively my plan. But the best way to know for sure is subscribe to my channel. And if you don't like me, that's fine. You can unsubscribe after you catch that live stream. 1.5 speed, nice. Yeah, I know. I watch almost everything on 2 times speed. So okay, friends. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. It was a blast to get to show you some of these new products. I hope everybody who wanted to buy today got their orders in. If you missed this live stream, don't worry. These products will be releasing soon, November 1st and November 15th for mine. Thank you so much. Really appreciate everybody, and thank you for your support if you did order today. Jamie, Teresa, and I are super grateful for you. So thanks, everybody. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening and a great rest of your week. Bye, everybody. Oh, you're headed over. Okay, I'll leave it open for a little bit. So, but I'm gonna be taking my page down, after I wrap up the live. All right, bye everybody.